The president for the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, Ahmed Said Nasrallah, talks on the repealing Part 5 of the 1965 Public Order Act. Ghana Normal University donated 2,000 face masks and hand sanitizers to the University of Sierra Leone. The Ministry of Transport and Aviation handed over a project working site to Pavi Fort Holdings.
Hello and welcome to Newswatch Online TV News Hour. I am Mayana Maria Bangura. Please do not forget to subscribe to our News and Current Affairs channel. As the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, SLAJ has taken 49 years in the fight to remove the criminal libel law from the law book of Sierra Leone, the president of SLAJ, Ahmed Said Nasrallah, talks on the repealing of Part 5 of the 1965 Public Order Act.
It's a huge milestone for freedom of the media in Sierra Leone and also freedom of expression for every citizen of this country. It is also a big victory for Sierra Leone as a country because this will raise the profile of Sierra Leone as a democratic state and also raise the profile of the President, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, who made a commitment to repeal this law, and eventually it came to fruition. And also it's a historic moment for also the Parliament of Sierra Leone for finally seeing the need to fulfill their local and international obligation. For the media, we can now breathe. This has unshackled the media, and now we expect that the media will be open up to more opportunities for private sector investment, capacity building, and professionalism. So there is a big victory for everyone. We should celebrate this, and then at the same time bear in mind that it is not yet all over. It is not a silver bullet. The problems will not be over as soon as possible. There will be challenges, but it's a process. It has been a process before. This is 49 years. We'll be fighting for the repeal of this law. This is a 55-year-old law, and SLAJ was founded in 1971. So it took us 49 years to reach this milestone. And so it's a process, and it continues to be a process, and beyond the repeal, it's going to be a process as well. In terms of the IMC Act only seeks to strengthen the IMC so that now it has enforcement powers. And now it will now be like a quasi-high court, but basically limited to the power to subpoena witnesses and also the power to call for evidences and documents. The provisions in the IMC Act, we read them as a group. We consulted with our membership, and they gave their concerns, and we took those concerns to the Ministry of Information and Communications. We looked at the concerns, and then we agreed with the minister. We went to Parliament. We put these concerns to the parliamentarians. We were able to convince them. At the end of the day, on the 23rd of July, when they repealed the law and enacted the IMC Bill 2020, they took on board 99% of our concerns as media people.
Ghana Normal University, under the Confucius Institute at Fuabe College, has donated face masks, hand sanitizers, and other COVID-19 items as a way to help the University of Sierra Leone to reopen in a safety way. The Ghana Normal University is located at the city of Guangzhou in China. This university, in line with the Confucius Institute at Fuabe College, have made a donation of anti-COVID-19 items as a way to help in the reopening of universities in a safety way and as a linking bridge to reinforce the friendship between the two universities. Kenneth Osho, a representative from the Confucius Institute Fuabe College, when speaking at this occasion, started with the relationship between the two universities.
The University of Sierra Leone and the Confucius Institute headquarters in China signed a memorandum of understanding in 2011 for the establishment of the Confucius Institute in Sierra Leone, and it is a non-profit public institution to strengthen educational cooperation between China and Sierra Leone, support and promote the development of Chinese language education, and increase mutual understanding among people in China and Sierra Leone. And we are here today to make a presentation which will assist Fuabe College and by extension the University of Sierra Leone in its fight against the deadly COVID-19 disease.
Professor Bai, a representative from the Ghana Normal University, enlightened on the relation between the government of Sierra Leone and the Chinese government in the fight against the coronavirus pandemic.
It's a great honor representing the President of Ghana Normal University, Dr. Lu Tao, to speak for this donation ceremony. Well, the Chinese people were suffering from the coronavirus earlier this year. The Sierra Leone government and people were standing with us. His Excellency President Bill, representing Sierra Leone government and representing Sierra Leone people, sent a letter to the Chinese central government and Chinese people to comfort, to encourage, and to support the Chinese people to fight against coronavirus epidemic.
Marian Amaria Bangura, Newswatch Online Television. Finally go to L. Let's go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a place where you will have fresh poultry eggs? Well, your worries are over. Reef Poultry Eggs is here to satisfy you. Visit us at 28 Charlotte Street, Freetown, or call 079-368959. We do wholesale, retail and home delivery service. Reef Poultry Eggs, your place to be.
Welcome back. You're still watching Newswatch Online TV News Hour with me, Marian Amaria Bangura. Please do not forget to click the red button below to subscribe to our channel. Ministry of Transport and Aviation handling over ceremony of integrated and resilient urban mobility to Pavifort Lehandler Holdings Jr. Let's take a quick look at some highlights.
Well, I think from that time, now when I know me, the deputy, when I was done, when it's now, we step at every door. We don't make sure say this project go through. I want to say thanks to all my colleagues, Minister of Finance, particularly Agriculture, Lands, Minister of Works, Information. We most times we go up with information out and go to them for advice. And all those put something out, somebody will criticize me. They have always been there for us.
Teach for Sierra Leone, a local NGO, is recruiting and trying to develop Sierra Leone's most promising graduates from diverse academic backgrounds. Recruits need to commit to at least 2 years of teaching in Sierra Leone's low-income schools and underserved rural and urban communities. Kojo Mensbua is the recruitment officer. He explains more about the organization's vision.
Inequity. It is a clown call to all that education is the key, and if human capital should be boosted, we need to pay emphasis on our educational system. And we as Sierra Leoneans are very lucky. We have education as the top of the priority of this president's government, and the issue about quality is a question. We in Teach for Sierra Leone, we at Teach for Sierra Leone, we want to ensure that that quality is not reserved for people in the city.
Eunice Nafi Mustafa is the editor of Nafisa magazine. She turned her writing and editing skills into a book on teenage pregnancy, which plagues Sierra Leone. The book is called Girls' Planet.
Author and magazine editor Eunice Nafi Mustafa says she decided to write the book to help eradicate negative issues affecting young female Sierra Leoneans. This book, Girls' Planet, presents the tough issues in 9 chapters, starting naturally with the first chapter, Genesis. Eunice moves through the teenage years and ends in the Revelation chapter. As much as it is educative, the author also made sure the book is interesting and entertaining. Throughout the book, the difficult issues of teenage pregnancy is treated with respect and responsibility.
But since I was a little girl, I fell in love with writing. Yeah. At first, I used to read a lot of storybooks. Based on those storybooks, I got inspired to one day become an author. At the tender age of 10, I had already started writing stories in my 80 pages books. Well, the book is called Girls' Planet. I use the Z to spell the girls, Girlz, Girls' Planet. because it's all about girls, the way girls think, the way they interact, and this particular one is focused on teenage pregnancy. So I decided to write a story that is educative and at the same time entertaining. So Girls Planet is very, very educative. If you read the book, there are a lot of scenarios bringing up cases or situations wherein girls become pregnant due to various reasons, from sexual exploitation to social media influence to lack of sexual education. There are a lot of things in this book. I have 9 chapters. Chapter 1 is called Genesis and chapter 9 is called Revelation. I want everyone to read this book. I want parents to read this book and for them to be able to pick up things. I want girls to read this book and for them to be able to learn lessons. I want stakeholders to get this book, read this book and engage their mentees using this book. At the end of each chapter, there are questions, because like I said, I wanted the entire book to be educative and interesting. So after reading a chapter, there are questions at the end that one can go through that can help inspire one, or that can help trigger the mind of one, kind of like a food for thought stuff.
I am Lucy Bangura, reporting for Newswatch Online TV.
That's all we have in today's episode of Newswatch Online TV News Hour. Please do not forget to subscribe to our news and current affairs channel and follow us on our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram account Newswatch Online TV SL. Thanks for watching, viewers. The next episode, I've been your presenter, Marian Amaria Bangura.